Every day, we uncover new fragments of our past, from long-forgotten fossils deep in the ground to newly unearthed Egyptian tombs shrouded in ancient mystery. But imagine stumbling upon a discovery so monumental it has the potential to change everything we know. Not just about the earliest days of human civilization, but about life that existed long before humanity ever set foot on Earth. What if a single excavation could rewrite the very story of the universe itself? As wild as it sounds, this is exactly what happened. The tale begins in the most ordinary way. An excavation project in Texas, meant to clear land for new construction. It was a crisp, cool afternoon, and the workers were busy at their tasks, moving earth and debris to prepare the site. That was until one of the excavators hit something unexpected, a hard, unyielding surface that seemed far too solid to be a natural rock formation. The operator, a seasoned worker named Joe, sensed something was off. He powered down his machine and motioned for the crew to gather. Curious, the team set to work uncovering the area by hand, revealing what looked like a large, flat stone slab blocking their progress. After several minutes of prying and hammering, the slab finally cracked open, and to everyone's astonishment, it revealed a dark, yawning cavern. The site supervisor quickly called for expert help, realizing they were standing on the edge of something far beyond their expertise. Within days, a team of archaeologists, led by the renowned Dr. Emily Carter, arrived to assess the discovery. What had started as a routine land-clearing operation now felt like the prelude to a groundbreaking revelation. The initial findings. As the archaeologists widened the narrow opening and cautiously descended into the shadowy depths of the cavern, they were greeted by a sight unlike any they had anticipated. The air felt ancient, heavy with the dust of centuries. Dr. Carter and her team illuminated the chamber with their lanterns, casting a flickering glow that danced over the walls and revealed the first remarkable discovery, a collection of ornate jewelry laid out as if in an offering. These weren't just simple adornments. They were masterworks of metallurgy, consisting of necklaces, bracelets, and rings, all crafted from gleaming gold and inlaid with vibrant, unblemished gemstones. The stones varied in color: deep azure sapphires, blood-red rubies, and a green stone unlike any they had seen before. The craftsmanship was astonishing. Delicate engravings covered the surfaces, featuring geometric patterns and swirling motifs. Dr. Carter's trained eye recognized the precision and skill required, but what caught her attention most were the symbols etched into the gold. They weren't familiar hieroglyphs or runes, nor did they resemble any known alphabet. Instead, the symbols seemed to form a script of their own, blending abstract shapes and stylized animals, leaving the archaeologists perplexed. What society could have created such detailed, enigmatic artwork, and how had it remained hidden for so long? Could this be evidence of a lost civilization? The thought crossed every mind in the room, but the answer was far from simple. If these artifacts truly belonged to an unknown people, it meant rewriting a significant part of the region's history, an undertaking that could challenge many long-held beliefs about human settlement and cultural development. Venturing further, they unearthed a cache of tools and weapons, meticulously arranged as if for a ceremonial purpose. Arrowheads made from obsidian and flint lay beside bone knives, the edges still sharp enough to draw blood. Yet these primitive tools were interspersed with metal objects forged from what appeared to be bronze, a surprising find, considering the timeline the team had expected. Could a civilization with such advanced metallurgy have thrived here? in a place where no records had ever suggested? The answer, as Dr. Carter held a finely crafted dagger in her hand, seemed to be yes. The dagger's handle, carved into the shape of a bird with outstretched wings and inlaid with tiny pieces of turquoise, spoke of a people who blended artistry and utility in their everyday lives. Scattered among the weapons were fragments of pottery. The shards bore a variety of painted scenes, some depicting animals, while others portrayed what looked like human figures engaged in rituals or ceremonies. The patterns were intricate, flowing, and unlike any of the pottery styles known from the region. One piece featured a scene of what appeared to be a large gathering, with figures dancing around a central fire. The depiction was so lively that it almost seemed to move in the flickering lantern light. What stories were these images trying to tell? The answer was shrouded in mystery, but the richness of the imagery suggested a culture steeped in mythology and tradition. The realization dawned on the team slowly but unmistakably. They had stumbled upon evidence of a previously unknown civilization. The artifacts suggested a level of technological and artistic development far more advanced than anything attributed to the region's known prehistoric cultures. Yet, there was something more. The sense that this was just the surface, a glimpse into a forgotten world. Could the deeper layers of this site hold even more astonishing secrets? The anticipation was electric. The only way to find out was to dig deeper, to continue the journey into the heart of this ancient mystery. As they cleared away more debris and prepared to delve further into the site, one question lingered in the air. Were they about to uncover the key to an entirely new chapter in human history? Dr. Carter could only smile. The answer, she felt, was buried just beneath their feet. Unearthing the Ceremonial complex. A few weeks into the excavation, the team uncovered what appeared to be remnants of a massive underground structure. The discovery electrified the crew. At the heart of the cavern, a raised stone platform emerged, smooth and polished despite centuries of time. It resembled an altar, surrounded by concentric tiers that could have served as steps or ceremonial seating. Could this have been a place of worship for an ancient, forgotten people? All evidence suggested so. The platform was adorned with engravings, symbols, spirals, and animal depictions, telling an enigmatic story. The language of these carvings was a mystery, unlike anything known in the region. Dr. Carter traced the engravings with her fingers, wondering, could these symbols unlock the spiritual beliefs of this lost civilization? For now, the answer remained elusive. Nearby, the team unearthed ritual objects, including bone and clay idols with exaggerated features, large eyes, elongated arms, and outstretched hands. Were these idols representations of deities or ancestors? Their ambiguous expressions hinted at a duality of life and death. Among the offerings were intricately carved animals and small metal artifacts made of primitive bronze, shaped into spirals and loops. Could these have been talismans or sacred tools? The site's significance grew with each discovery. Precious stones, exotic shells, and non-native metals hinted at long-distance trade and a community of great importance. Was this site a center of an ancient religious network? The variety of materials suggested diverse visitors or pilgrims. As Dr. Carter gazed into the untouched shadows beyond the platform, she wondered, what other secrets lie buried here? With a deep breath, she addressed her team. This isn't just an archaeological site. It's a place once alive with faith, ritual, and stories we've only begun to uncover. From excavation site to global sensation. What began as a modest archaeological dig in a quiet corner of Texas quickly erupted into a discovery of international significance. Within weeks of the initial findings, the site became a focal point for global interest. News outlets covered the story extensively, and headlines touted it as a discovery that could rewrite history. How could such an advanced civilization, previously unknown to modern scholars, have remained hidden for so long? The question captivated not only the academic community, but also the public imagination. Local schools seized the opportunity to organize field trips, allowing students to see history being unearthed in real time. Crowds of eager children stood alongside their teachers, marveling at the precision tools and glittering artifacts pulled from the earth. Some students asked poignant questions. Did they live like us? Did they believe in gods? How did they disappear? Their curiosity underscored the universal intrigue surrounding the site. It wasn't just an archaeological dig anymore. It was an open-air classroom, an inspiration for a new generation of historians and scientists. Museums clamored to host exhibitions of the artifacts, envisioning showcases that could rival the grandeur of the Egyptian or Mayan exhibits. Yet the most intense interest came from the scientific community. Researchers from anthropology, linguistics, metallurgy, and even astronomy flocked to the site, drawn by the complexity and scope of the discoveries. Could this find bridge the gap between ancient civilizations in North and Central America? The tantalizing possibility of a vast network of cultural exchange sent ripples of excitement through academic circles. Radiocarbon dating added a shocking twist. Early analyses indicated that the artifacts and the site itself dated back thousands of years earlier than any known advanced settlement in the region. This finding challenged the prevailing belief that the area was sparsely populated by nomadic tribes during that era. Could it be that an advanced society existed long before the timelines established by mainstream archaeology? The implications were staggering. If true, the site might force a re-evaluation of the migration patterns and technological advancements of early human populations in the Americas. Even more intriguing was the stylistic resemblance of the artifacts to those of ancient Mesoamerican cultures. The intricate carvings, ceremonial idols, and decorative patterns shared uncanny similarities with artifacts from regions thousands of miles away. Some items, like a ceremonial dagger encrusted with jade, bore a design almost identical to those found in Mayan tombs. How could such similarities exist between peoples separated by such vast distances? One theory suggested that long-forgotten trade routes linked these civilizations, facilitating not only the exchange of goods, but also ideas and cultural practices. Could this site have been a crucial node in an ancient network spanning continents? As researchers dug deeper, they uncovered additional evidence supporting this hypothesis. Exotic materials like jade, obsidian, and rare shells, none of which were native to Texas, suggested that the inhabitants of this site were part of a sophisticated trade network. But these discoveries also posed another question. Was this site a cultural melting pot, a meeting place for different civilizations to exchange goods and knowledge? The diverse artifacts seem to hint at the presence of travelers, merchants, or even emissaries from faraway lands. The sheer scale of the site also captured imaginations. Satellite imaging revealed the outlines of what appeared to be an entire subterranean complex. Was this just a ceremonial hub? Or did people live and thrive here year-round? The altar, seating, and surrounding artifacts hinted at ritualistic significance, but the discovery of storage pits and residential areas suggested a bustling community. Perhaps it was both a spiritual center and a thriving city. The buzz around the site only grew when linguistic experts attempted to decode the symbols and engravings found on the artifacts. Although the symbols bore no resemblance to any known script, patterns began to emerge, common motifs and repeating characters that suggested an early form of written communication. Could this be a lost language, a key to understanding the thoughts and beliefs of a forgotten people? If so, the deciphering of this script might unlock secrets about their rituals, governance, and daily lives. As the team continued their work, one thing became clear. This discovery was far more than an isolated site. It was a puzzle piece in a much larger picture, one that could reshape the understanding of ancient civilizations in the Americas. Dr. Carter, standing amidst the organized chaos of the excavation, looked out over the site with a mixture of pride and wonder. "We thought we were excavating a forgotten village," she remarked to a colleague, "but we might have uncovered a civilization that connected worlds." And yet, one question lingered over every new revelation. What caused this society to vanish, leaving no trace until now? The answer, buried deep within the site's layers, might hold the key not only to their disappearance, but also to their extraordinary way of life. Rewriting history. For the construction crew, the discovery was nothing short of monumental. What began as a routine workday unexpectedly became a gateway to uncovering the deep past. For archaeologists, historians, and the rest of the world, this find holds far-reaching implications. It challenges the long-held belief that early inhabitants of this region were primarily nomadic hunter-gatherers. Instead, the evidence points to a sophisticated society with organized social structures, advanced technology, and a rich spiritual life. The ceremonial site's architectural features, including the polished altar and concentric tiers, demonstrate careful planning and significant labor investment. The artifacts, ranging from intricate idols to bronze tools and decorative carvings, highlight not only advanced craftsmanship, but also artistic expression. These discoveries reveal a civilization with knowledge, purpose, and creativity that rivaled better-known ancient cultures. This revelation raises provocative questions. Were these people part of a broader, interconnected cultural network? Did they engage in long-distance trade or shared religious traditions with other ancient societies across the Americas? The variety of materials found, from non-native metals to exotic shells, hints at far-reaching connections, offering a glimpse into a history we are just beginning to understand. This site doesn't just rewrite a chapter of history, it opens an entirely new book. The impact on modern civilization. The implications of this discovery extend far beyond academic circles. It gives us a new lens through which to view the ancient history of Texas and the broader North American continent. Just as tracing a family tree can help us understand our personal heritage, uncovering the history of our land helps us connect with the ancient peoples who once called it home. The newfound evidence of trade and cultural exchange offers a fascinating glimpse into the lives of our prehistoric ancestors, who, it turns out, were just as involved in complex networks of commerce as we are today. Long before the days of Amazon and online shopping, these ancient societies were engaging in their own forms of trade, exchanging goods, ideas, and beliefs across vast distances. Finally, the potential for tourism and economic growth cannot be ignored. Archaeological sites like this one have the power to attract visitors from all over the world, providing a significant boost to local economies. The artifacts and stories from this discovery could fill museum halls and ignite the imaginations of countless visitors, eager to learn more about the mysterious civilization that once thrived in the heart of Texas. Future discoveries await. Unlocking the full story of this ancient site will require a multidisciplinary approach. Experts from linguistics, anthropology, geology, and environmental science will need to collaborate, each bringing their unique insights to the table. By carefully analyzing the artifacts, studying the carvings, and examining the environmental clues preserved in the site's layers, researchers aim to reconstruct a vivid picture of the lives, beliefs, and environment of this long-lost civilization. What secrets are still buried beneath the surface? Could we find evidence of trade routes connecting distant cultures, or perhaps even uncover a long-lost written language? Every piece of the puzzle brings us closer to answers, but for now, the site poses more questions than it answers questions that could forever change how we understand human history. And that's it for today's exploration. What are your thoughts on this groundbreaking discovery? Do you think this site could hold clues to an interconnected ancient world? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our journey into the past and beyond. Who knows what incredible stories we'll uncover next? See you next time.